Everybody has one of these, right? Little smartphone? Okay, cool. Last service, I asked somebody, everybody has a guy held up a flip phone. Remember those? Remember the flip phones? Remember that was awesome. Here, look at this. Ever hear this sound? That one? You hear that sound? How about this? That's my favorite. I love it. I like that. Doesn't like when we're like somewhere and we have our phones on or something, doesn't like if we're in a meeting or we're somewhere or whatever and we hear that tone, like a notification tone, or so like, that's stupid. All right, look. You hear that one? You hear that one? Here, look. Wait. That's the one I have for my wife. The classic one. That was a good one. Or that's stupid. I never even heard that one. These are for my kids. That one. Train. It's a train of financial ruin. Anyway, so listen, the idea is when we hear, sometimes we're in like a meeting or whatever, we'll hear a notification on our phones or whatever it is. And what it does, here we go. Ready this morning? Lean in. Ready? Here we go. What it does is it takes us from where we are and catapults us somewhere else. We hear that text notification, we're like, oh, I'm waiting for it. Regardless of who you're with, it removes you a little bit from where you are to like, oh, that must be a text from so-and-so I'm waiting on the answer for, or I'm trying to get a hold of someone, that must be them, even though you're engaged in a conversation. What it does is it disengages you to some degree from being fully present to where you are.
Oh, that was close. You're welcome.
She-Mobile, woman of great power. Defender of Millennium City, yet easily distracted. Millie, I want her story on my desk in 12 hours.
Dolphins, definitely.
You're fired.
Millie, Distractor wants to vaporize the city's water supply. Find the water pressurizer and destroy it.
Stay focused.
She-Mobile, I would like to thank you for coming tonight.
Distractro!
I believe we have very important things to discuss. Did you see what Regina did to Denise last week?
The Real Housewives of Millennium City? That was crazy!
Ignore him, Millie. He's
Trying to distract you.
Best Housewives season since
Season 3! That's what I've been saying.
Did you see this week yet?
No, but I have it recorded, so don't tell me anything.
This is not a spoiler, okay?
I said I don't want to know.
It's not a spoiler, though. It's not even a spoiler, though.
No.
I don't want to know, but I don't want to know, I don't want to know.
It's not even a spoiler. But Kate dies.
Yes!
great job, She-Mobile.
It looks like you still have a chance to save the city.
Let me take a selfie for the gram.
There is no time for selfies!
Relax, I'll get to it. It's just one little selfie.
I want to go out after something this morning that's been on my mind that I'm watching happen to us as a culture, but especially those who say they're believers and followers of Christ. A lot of people believe, a lot just believers and followers of Christ. We see, if you go to a movie and you shut your phone down and you put it on silent for 2.5 hours, what's the first thing we will do when we can turn the phone back on and check our phones? What do? We walk outside? I gotta see what happened. I missed the whole world going on. 2.5 hours. So hold on, I gotta check in. I gotta see what's happening. I gotta look at my note. God forbid we see that number 12 or 15 on notifications on social media. It's like, what in the world? Who's trying to get a hold of me? Because I am that important. This is changing our world. And understand, when I talk about technology this morning, I'm not bashing technology. Your church will leverage everything possible, including technology, to move God's kingdom forward, always. Listen, and we'll hear, Facebook is of the devil. Twitter made by a demon. No, you ignoramus, no. It's all created by God, for God. It's not what it is, it's what you do with it that makes it good or bad, or what you allow that to do to you that makes it good or bad. That's the idea. That's the principle I want to go after a little bit this morning. And what I'm watching happen in our culture. Has anybody, the Pokemon thing, is that not crazy? So traveling this week, but before we left, I spent some great time with my son. We were at Fred Howard Park, we were at Sunset Beach for a little bit, and we did a little fishing, and I'm watching people walking around like this. Like a little bit like zombies, they're tripping over things. They're almost walking into trees.
The gay Pepper John filming who's out there like trying to catch Pokemon. What are you doing there? There's something on the
You moron!
Oh, that's important. Did you get it?
What it's doing is taking its reality, it's taking you where you are currently in reality, but it's catapulting you, moving you into a different kind of reality. So it's still reality because you are walking in the park, you are walking in public places following this app, but it's also making your world look a lot different through this augmented reality. So you're part of reality, but it catapults you into a little bit of a different, it allows you to be part of a different reality. And you'll see now, after the explosion of this game, you'll see how augmented reality, not really true reality, but somewhat of a make-believe, made-up reality that you're pulled into. Here we go. That you're pulled into. You'll see a lot of other games pop up. I want to talk for a few moments just about how this is changing us and the why behind sometimes maybe what we do as we interact with it. Social media is changing a couple of different things. First thing that it changes is the definition of friend is evolving. The definition of friend is evolving. Friend used to mean it was somebody that we did life together with, somebody that we physically experienced the same class in school. We physically experienced, we were at the gym with one another. Our children played baseball together. We went fishing. It's a friend of mine that I go fishing with. It's a friend of mine that I hang out with. It's somebody that was in our neighborhood or community. Not that it doesn't mean that still, but it has evolved into other things. Technology has caused it to be. Evolving into other things. Friend now means somebody does this or taps a heart on Twitter and they like what we post, either a witty saying or a picture. Likes have turned into our definition of friends, because what technology has done is it has caused the definition of friend to evolve. You can have someone on your feed, on your social media feed, whether it's Facebook or someone following you on Twitter, on Instagram or Snapchat, or whatever it is, that you've never met, you don't know anything about them, you don't know anything, but you took a cool picture somewhere at the beach and they went, hey, I like that. Well, that's a friend. Well, it's a friend. It's a friend. What has happened is not only the definition of friend is evolving, but likes, heart taps on Twitter, whatever it is, it has now turned into a form of affirmation. It has now turned into, oh, what I must be doing is good. What I'm posting, oh, people like. I've talked to people and they go, oh, I posted this picture and this person didn't like what I posted, I unfollowed them immediately. Oh, because you don't like what I posted. Oh, because you don't, how come they didn't comment? They always comment. They must not like what I said. Do you not like what I said? You commented last time. You said something the other time. You said you liked, you tapped a heart, you do. How come not now? Technology is redefining friend. Friend is evolving to a mechanism that communicates affirmation to us. Likes on a Facebook page, likes on a post, hearts on an app, someone saying, hey, I like that. Hey, that's awesome. I agree with you. Likes have turned into a form of validation. Likes have turned into a level or a measurement of popularity. Likes have turned into a way, technology is now seeing the way we communicate and receive affirmation. I'm gonna post this, because if I'm feeling bad, perhaps, or I want people to know things are okay with me, or I want people to know I'm having a good time, I'm just gonna take this picture. I'm gonna take a little selfie. And when if you ever take a selfie or wherever you go, whatever you do, you know it's not the right one. It's never the first one that's the right one. You take the selfie, you do that, and then what do next? You look at it. Oh my gosh, my cheeks look so fat. One more time. What is that? I'll do another one. I'll do another one. One more. That's what I'll do. That's what it's right. Oh, no, I look good there. Oh, who's the idiot in the background? One more. What I will do is because listen, the appetite for affirmation or for someone to agree with us becomes so insatiable that we begin to filter everything we post. Addicted to immediate affirmation because of technology. We're addicted. Because I can post a picture, a great saying, a novel, really smart, witty comment or tweet. I immediately will get, I agree wholeheartedly. You're so smart. You're so good looking. You're so fine, girl. You look so good. Wish you were mine. I can post something, right? I post it, and immediately receive affirmation. I would argue that in the U.S., the number's a little over 300. The average Facebook user has a little over 300 friends. I would argue that we're the most connected we've ever been, but yet still the loneliest. It's the why we do it that we should be concerned with. There's nothing wrong. I remember when our kids graduated high school, it was like we posted pictures. Technology helped connect family that wasn't able to be at graduation, and they would say nice things. Nothing wrong with that. You're on vacation. Hey, look at us. It was great. Family pictures, no, it's great. You want people to rejoice with you. You want people to celebrate with you, right? It's not what I'm talking about. It's the why. It's the motive behind us interacting with social media that actually the Bible speaks to. See, this appetite that's been created because I can get literally hundreds of people knowing what I'm doing in an instant, making way for immediate gratification, becomes so addictive that what it does do is start to create, listen, a culture of comparison. When our emotions rise and fall based on who's following, how many followers, how many comments, how many taps of a heart, or how many likes. When our emotions rise and fall based on that, it will create and has created in our culture an attitude of comparison, because it's this. When you live for the affirmation of others, you'll die when you don't get it. When you live for the affirmation of others, not celebratory and be part of my world, look at how great things. No, I'm posting this because it feeds a deeper need within me to be told how great, how good looking, how smart, how it feeds this insatiable appetite to be affirmed and validated. We used to say, hey, how are you doing? We filter everything. I'm doing great. Meanwhile, you, your wife, and your family is falling apart. How are things? They're great. The church is notorious for this. How are you doing, brother? I'm favored and highly blessed. Things are wonderful. Meanwhile, they repoed your house 8 hours ago. We've been filtering our true reality for many years. What guy posts a picture from the kitchen into the living room of his wife, takes the picture and tweets, she's driving me nuts? Who does that? Who does that? If you do, you are single. Because what we do is we post what we want people to believe is true about us, whether it's true or not. It's a filtered image. The insatiable appetite for validation and affirmation creates and spawns in us an attitude of jealousy, an attitude of comparison. Here's some things. Why am I not as popular? Because, likes, the amount of likes and followers equate to popularity. Why am I not as popular? Why am I not getting the likes they do? What are they doing to get that many likes? I post a picture. I feel like I'm good looking. I post a picture. The pastor down the block gets 500 likes. I post a picture. I get 12. Is it my weight? I'm wearing Spanx. I'll cut down on the Cubans. I'll do it. Listen, the appetite to be affirmed, where we seek to be affirmed, the appetite, the desire to be validated. Side note, bunny trail number 1. You ready? What's annoying about social media to me, just one thing, is now it's all of a sudden it validates everybody's opinion. Everybody's opinion now is pressworthy. You know how many people I know who have so many opinions for people that have done nothing in their life? Let that sink in. I have a saying that I use with the staff. Be careful of constructive criticism from people who have never constructed anything. And that's it. Be careful. Be careful. It's not changed. The comparison culture that we live in hasn't changed. Why? It's one of the commandments. Thou shalt not covet. You cannot compare A to B, a life to another life, husband to husband, wife to wife, friend to friend, bathing suit to bathing suit, body to body. You cannot compare without elevating one and denigrating the other. It's an impossibility. It's an impossibility. By the sheer nature of definition, the insatiable appetite that is created for immediate gratification through technology spawns an attitude and a demeanor of jealousy and comparison.